Hello there, it's Catherine from Catherine Pooler Designs. Welcome to our release of the Sweet Blooms bundle as part of our Hey There Honey collection. We're also introducing two new inks, Honeycomb and Amber. They are in our spa collection and they are yellow oranges joining our beautiful sauna. In this video, we're going to look at Sweet Blooms with its beautiful floral stamp set. It's very delicate, stunning sentiments, this fun wreath, and these great word dies. Let's get our creative juices flowing with a few inspirational card samples using the products in this collection. I'm also using the pattern paper from this collection, Hey There Honey, and I pulled the color palette of inks from that color combo for the pattern paper, and I used that on all of these cards, and everything looks just so cohesive and beautiful, and we take the hard work out of it for you guys. So all you have to do is grab your inks and get going. In the pattern paper pack, we used quartz, and if you download our free color wheel from our shop, you'll see that Rose Petals is a darker shade of our spa red or our spa pink, and it's gonna just work seamlessly with this color combo. In this video, we're going to make 3 cards, and we're going to start with simple, step it up, and all 3 cards are going to be spectacular. I love this color combo, and I love these stamps, and they're really, really fun to work with. So this first flower stamp I stamped in Rose Petals, and then the center is going to be Honeycomb, and then the little dots on top of the center, we'll do that in S'mores. This flower will be in Honeycomb with S'mores centers. The next flowers will be stamped in Clay Mask, the leaves in Seafoam, and then there's a cluster of small flowers here, and I'm going to stamp those in Quartz, and then there is a stamp with 3 dots. Those are the centers of the cluster of flowers. All of these have dies as well, and we'll use those in a bit. We'll adhere this So Sweet onto the card front and add it to a card base, but wait, I have to add a little piece of striped paper. I'm obsessed with this striped paper, guys. It's all over all of my projects. But I am totally digging this card, and you can leave it just like that. Or in the last video, I made bees, and it's absolutely adorable adding a bee to this card. For the next 2 cards, we're going to use die cut flowers. So I'm just going to stamp a bunch on white cardstock in a variety of colors, and then I die cut them. And so now I have a variety of flowers to adorn my cards, flowers and leaves. Look at all of them. Hello, Honeybee Circle Die. This is a fun die. I'm going to use it first by just ink blending just over the bee. And I have a piece of cardstock underneath, so then it's acting as a stencil as well. Now, I didn't make this into a card in this video, but let me know in the comments what ideas you have for turning that into a card. Before gluing anything down, I want to experiment with placement a little bit. So I have a kind of working idea of how these flowers are going to go. I want to take some of these hexagons that came out of the die cut and emboss them with halo embossing glitter. I think these will be really fun accents, something a little different than sequins. Before I start gluing, I also thought it would be fun to have a little bit of a ink blended anchor point. So I'm using wintergreen and just doing a really light ink blending on my card layer. I'll adhere the Honeybee Circle die to the card and then start adhering my flowers to the wreath. So some of them are going to be glued straight onto the wreath, and some will use dimensional foam dots. When I'm adding the hexagons that are glittery, some are going inlaid right back into where they came out of, which is a cool look, and some I'm just going to arrange around the wreath. I think I used 5, and I think that is a really fun touch. I love it. Then the Miss You Friend, and we'll add this straight to the card front, and there is number 2. Before moving on to the next card, here is a recap. This is the Bear Hugs bundle. We have the Bear Hugs stamp set dies, the Beehive dies, Hey There Honey patterned paper, and the E. Caria sequin mix. And then we have the Sweet as Honey bundle with the Sweet as Honey stamp set in dies, the honeycomb dies, and the In Bloom layered stencil in dies. We're going to use some of those products on this card in conjunction with the Sweet Bloom flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay a light ink blending backdrop of winter green, and then the honeycomb die will go over the top of that. And then I stamped Thanks a bunch, but I messed it up. So in comes pattern paper, just put a strip down there, and then my tried and true striped paper to balance it on the other side. So it looks intentional now. And then I'm going to have to figure out what to do for a sentiment. And I ended up just doing the same sentiment on a thin strip of cardstock, and we'll add that later. But now we're adding a little flower garden around the bear with the already stamped and die cut flowers. And I think I'm going to add some extra little honeycomb images on there. And I'm just stamping these in a darker color. So it was winter green, ink blending, and then sea glass ink for the hexagon stamps. I'll add the bear with his giant jar of honey, his little honey stick, and add in some more flowers. I'll add this layer to the card base, trim off the excess hexagon so it'll fit in the envelope, and then don't forget the sentiment. Thanks a bunch didn't quite fit in that open space, so I just stamped it on a little strip, added it on there. It looks really cute. And then a few more sequins, or not a few more, but a few. And this card is complete. So we went from simple, one layer, just stamping straight onto the card layer, and then we stepped it up a bit, and then we stepped it up even more. So we have 3 spectacular cards made with the Hey There Honey collection, focusing on this Sweet Blooms bundle. I hope you all have enjoyed this release week and all of these fun products. They are now available in the shop, and I'll have everything linked below. So thanks for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again really soon.